50,000 people were killed. Millions left homeless. People trapped under rubble passed days unfed. Hundreds died waiting for some help to come. Even after 100 days of the disaster, children were suffering and going without nourishment. Yes, I'm talking about the devastating earthquake that hit Turkey and Syria in the last February this year. Earthquake victims had complained of slow and belated response from the government led by Recep Tayyip Erdogan and his AK party. Analysts predicted that this quake has not only jolted the lands of Syria and Turkey, but also shall jolt the voters' mind of the devastated areas which are said to be AK party strongholds. That means Erdogan's party will cut a very sorry figure in the election due to be held in May 2023. The opposition alliance also tried to cash this issue out and out. A term depremzadi, meaning earthquake victims, became a trending topic on Turkish social media following the advancement of the election date. Even the party activists of Erdogan felt psychologically shaky about the outcome of the election. But what we have seen in the result? Erdogan's party led in 10 of the 11 provinces hit by earthquakes. AKP strongholds did not deny them. Despite the huge death toll and injuries and mass migration afterwards, voter turnout was still very high in the region, at between 85 to 89% in most of the 11 provinces and above 80% in the others. The nationwide average was 88.9%. Many people who fled the region after earthquake returned to vote only. The question is, what made these people stick to Erdogan so strongly? What made them forget all the sufferings of the quake? What made them forgive Erdogan's failure to handle the crisis? These are the questions now storming into the sensibility of the election observers and analysts. They say it is the ideology, not personality cult, that made the voters stick to AKP. Erdogan had been successfully able to propagate the ideology on which his party relies on. It is the ideology, not persons, gave the victims a hope. The earthquake survivors had severely criticized the government for their response in the disaster, and they said they would not vote for them. But these same people were also looking for an answer from the opposition coalition led by Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu. Who will rebuild my house? Who will rebuild my workplace? Who will restructure and reshape my fortune again? Unfortunately, they did not get any response. They did not get any ground of reliability from the opposition coalition CHP. Therefore, they chose to stick to Erdogan again. Opposition supporters had anticipated a change in the voting preferences of the earthquake-affected region after widespread criticism of the government's handling of the disaster. But the voters frustrated them. Their disappointment quickly transformed into anger. Barrage of insults flooded Turkish social media, targeting the voters of the quake-hit areas. They said Erdogan has no right to seek votes in those areas. Even the opposition insulted the people individually for standing with Erdogan. In response to all of these insults, the quake survivors gave back the aid they received from the opposition alliance. In some social media posts, the quake victims responded to others, saying that those insults were motivating more and more people to vote for Erdogan in the runoff elections. Overall, the quake victims are saying it came from God. It was God's will that it will happen. This should not be politicized. It is not the president who manufactured the earthquake. Our president did his best. So, this is the belief of the Turkish people. This is their commitment to ideology and principle.